Baldwin County Sheriff Huey Hoss Mack is digging in his heels in the name of Alabama values.
Mack says he will not arrest anyone who is trying to protect their faith or their livelihood during this pandemic.
NBC 15's James Gordon joins us with details on why Sheriff Mack is taking the controversial stand. James?
Well, it started with a letter to Governor Ivey and then a very public statement on Facebook.
The Sheriff's Office will not take any law enforcement action on those businesses or on those religious institutions that are wanting to meet and wanting to get back to business.
Taking to social media, Baldwin County Sheriff says reopening Alabama is about the constitutional right to do so.
In recognition of those individual rights, while we respect the governor's order, we don't want to overstep the boundaries of any individual and simply putting them in jail because they were trying to make a living or going to a house of worship to worship.
Mack says his officers will enforce the governor's order but have no intention of arresting anyone. Shutting down a business or taking a license away is not the sheriff's job.
Our message is if you're defiant, it really doesn't solve anything. What we need to do is the governor needs to change her order.
The sheriff says the pandemic needs to be taken seriously, but it's time for businesses and churches to reopen using reasonable limits.
The governor needs to hear that people are now to the point they want this changed.
In his message to the governor, the sheriff also addresses the right to congregate for church services with limitations.
There's still a process that they may be subject to as long as the governor's order is in place, and that's why it needs to be changed.
And coming up at 6, a look at how the Catholic Church locally is allowing their parishioners to gather for communion safely on a daily basis. Now we're live in Baldwin County. James Gordon, NBC 15 News.